3 spine-chilling stories about dark web based on real-life experiences, which can take you to an unknown realm. Please like and subscribe and turn on the bell button for more thrilling stories. It is so strange how little and merely unimportant-looking small incidents can change a person's life drastically. And the most terrifying truth is that no one can ever go back to live normal again. I'm Ethan, and it's my story. Like most of others, I really loved mysteries. One day, I stumbled upon something that would change my life forever. The dark web. The name alone sent shivers down my spine. But curiosity got the better of me. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. After scrolling through weird websites for hours, I found something that caught my eye. The enigmatic box unveiled the unknown. It promised a mystery box delivered right to my doorstep. Mystery boxes from the dark web usually involve tales of people receiving packages filled with sinister items, such as human body parts, disturbing photographs, or other unsettling objects. I couldn't resist, so I took a deep breath and clicked the buy button, not knowing what I was getting into. Days turned into weeks, and I couldn't think about anything else. Then, finally, a plain brown package showed up on my doorstep. The box was wrapped in paper, covered in weird symbols that made my heart race. With trembling hands, I unwrapped the box and found a bunch of strange things inside. An old picture of a lonely street, a worn-out journal filled with scary stories, a strange vial of dark liquid, and an old pocket watch that ticked like it was from a different time. As I looked at the items, I felt like someone was watching me. I read the stories in the journal, and they were so spooky that I couldn't put it down. The dark liquid in the vial seemed to have a life of its own, like it was trying to tell me something in my dreams. But the more I obsessed over the box, the more I felt like I was losing my mind. I thought I saw shadows in the corners of my eyes, and I couldn't sleep because I was scared of what I might dream about. I pushed my friends and family away, not wanting them to get caught up in whatever was happening to me. My health started to go downhill, and I looked in the mirror one day and didn't recognize myself anymore. I was so tired, and my eyes looked empty. I went back to the journal, hoping it would give me some answers. The last story in the journal hit me like a ton of bricks. It was like reading my own story, a story of someone who couldn't escape their curiosity, no matter how much it hurt them. And then it hit me. The box wasn't just some weird collection of things. It was like a doorway to something dark and scary. Something that messed with my mind and took away everything that mattered. I wish I could say that I fought back and triumphed over the darkness, but the truth is, I didn't. I couldn't. In the end, I realized that the real mystery was how I let my curiosity lead me down this path. And as I took my last breath, I wished I could go back and choose a different path. A path away from the enigmatic box and all the horror it brought into my life. I never thought my curiosity would lead me down such a dark and twisted path. It all began on a rainy Tuesday afternoon as I sat alone in my room, scrolling through the internet to find a solution for my biology homework. Frustration mounting, I clicked on link after link, desperate for answers. Then, in a moment of reckless curiosity, I stumbled upon something different. A link that promised access to the hidden side of the web. Without fully comprehending the implications, I clicked on it, unaware of the Pandora's box I was about to open. The screen flickered, and before I knew it, a new browser window appeared. The layout was unfamiliar. The text, dark and foreboding. Images loaded, revealing grotesque and unsettling scenes. Eerie masks, disturbingly altered photos of people, and unidentifiable shadows that seemed to writhe across the screen. My stomach churned as I recoiled in horror, desperately seeking an escape route. Panic surged within me, and I hurriedly slammed the laptop shut, hoping to sever my connection to the disturbing content. I felt a rush of relief as the screen went dark, believing that my ordeal was over. But I was wrong. Unbeknownst to me, my laptop's webcam had activated during my short-lived visit to that sinister corner of the web. I remained blissfully ignorant as days turned into nights, my routines continuing as usual. Then, an email arrived, an innocuous message in a sea of spam. My heart raced as I opened it, my blood turning to ice as I read the words on the screen. The sender claimed to have evidence of my foray into the dark web, along with incriminating screenshots. They threatened to expose me unless I complied with their demands. Dares, both unthinkable and repulsive, filled my inbox. Each challenge aimed to push my limits, to strip away my sense of self. I recoiled from my computer screen, feeling trapped and violated as I read the instructions that demanded compliance. The consequences would be dire. As the days went on, the situation escalated. I received chilling videos, recordings of my daily life taken without my knowledge, footage of my family leaving the house, my friends laughing at school, and even private moments of vulnerability. The realization that I was being watched at every turn tightened its grip around my sanity. The sender's messages grew increasingly threatening, explicitly mentioning my family members by name and describing in gruesome detail what would happen if I didn't obey. The weight of their sinister control bore down on me, leaving me sleepless and paralyzed with fear. Haunted by their looming presence, I faced a chilling realization. Escape might be impossible. The sinister grip of the dark web continued to tighten, ensnaring me in a horrifying game that threatened not only my well-being, but the safety of those I loved most. As I write this, I'm on the brink of a risky plan, one that could either liberate me from this living nightmare or plunge me even deeper into the abyss. But I can't let fear dictate my actions anymore. My family's safety is my anchor, and I'll do whatever it takes to sever the web of shadows that has ensnared us. Alex was a passionate gamer, always on the lookout for the next thrilling adventure in the virtual world. His days were spent jumping from one online game to another, seeking excitement and challenges. Then, one fateful day, his insatiable curiosity led him down a darker path. As he delved into the depths of the internet, he stumbled upon a mysterious game titled Scavenger Hunt. The description intrigued him. An online competition where players were given real-life tasks to complete, and they had to document their achievements with photos uploaded to the site. It was unlike anything he had encountered before, and the prospect of merging his gaming enthusiasm with the tangible world was exhilarating. The initial tasks were harmless enough. Capture a photo of a sunrise, find a hidden treasure in a local park, or create an intricate sandcastle at the beach. A photo of a unique flower, a video of a dance in a public place, and a snapshot of an old bookstore. The challenges were exciting, and as he uploaded his accomplishments, the rush of accomplishment surged through him. Alex reveled in the thrill of each challenge, eager to showcase his creativity and determination. His excitement grew as he advanced through the levels, earning recognition among the other players. However, as he climbed higher in the ranks, the challenges took a sinister turn. One day, he received a task that sent a chill down his spine. Document a physical altercation with a beggar on the street. Shocked and disturbed by the sudden escalation, Alex couldn't fathom why the game had taken such a dark and morally reprehensible turn. It was abhorrent to him. He couldn't bring himself to complete the task, knowing that it would cross a line that should never be crossed. Torn between his desire to continue the game and his ethical values, Alex grappled with a moral dilemma that weighed heavily on his conscience. The thought of causing harm to another person for the sake of a game was in a moment of clarity and responsibility. Alex made a decision that would change the course of his life. He immediately contacted the police, sharing the disturbing details of the game and the task he had received. Law enforcement took his report seriously, and they acted swiftly to investigate the matter. However, when the police arrived at the location specified in the task, Alex and the beggar were nowhere to be found. The site was eerily deserted, devoid of any evidence that a confrontation had taken place. Days turned into weeks, and despite the investigation, there was no trace of Alex. His disappearance remains an unsolved mystery that left his loved ones devastated and searching for answers. The once thriving gamer had become a missing piece of a puzzle lost in the murky realm of the internet. Scavenger hunt continued to exist on the dark web, drawing players into its twisted web of challenges and secrets. But for Alex, and those who cared about him, the game's allure had turned into a nightmare, a haunting reminder of the dangers that lurked beneath the surface of the digital world.